The home opener is coming up next. And taking the ball for Seattle, Shane McClanahan. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in. Early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Gets the bunt down the right side. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Batting second, the shortstop.
So digging in, Elly De La Cruz. A switch hitter batting right. Foul ball there. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Man, throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Elly falls victim to the K. So now with one away and a man at second. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is fouled back. Just getting started here in Seattle. Ball. In the air to left center. Brings it in. 2 down. Matt Olson up to the plate.
The first baseman.
Hee-haw! 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And going for Atlanta, Spencer Schwellenbach. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel? Now, it's tough to do too, to be able to command all those pitches. But if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Check swing went around. Strike one. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Line and a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. And a foul ball. Quick toss to first. And he dives back in safely. Arise aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings through that one for strike two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Caught looking for the K.
batting third, the catcher.
One out man at first. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out.
The first base.
Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And down on strikes. And the inning is over.
Ever shake my hand, let's go mine. It's worth it. Money keep on calling my line. I'm worth it. Shorty wasting my.
We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. McClanahan in his fifth season, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. This one in the air right field, and that should be extra bases. And he starts off the second with a double.
Batting fifth, the third
Runner in
baseman,
scoring position, no outs. Here's Josh Young. The Braves looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 0-2.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
No outs. Runner on second. Stays alive.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Digging in, Drake Baldwin. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Tough
Ball.
spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Can't reach it. This should score at least one.
That was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Base runners at second and third here. No outs. In there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Golden opportunity right here. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two on, one out. That one fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2. Comebacker to the mound. To first, got the out. Jake McCarthy next up for the Braves. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score. Two.
That's low. That's a ball.
Second and third, two down. Out to center. And that's the third out.
On the West Coast, I don't even really go out. I'm a cupcake on my dog. I go to the east, everybody copping. Please, I'ma make the
Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Outside. That's a ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
No, that's out.
And now it's
Ball.
filled up. Got him swinging for the K. That K is his third of the game. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
No, that missed.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike one.
That's a ball.
Really
That's
good
inside.
take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one inside. Look out. Payoff pitch. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 10.
One out,
Victor
runner at second. Here's Victor Robles. Up the middle, Albies slings to first in time. And now for Seattle, Jackson Holliday.
No, that's in.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Outside, ball.
The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
2-2 now. In the air to left center. And that ends the inning. Back in Seattle, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Elly De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
That's a ball.
In the air, right side. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Acuna now. He's 0 for 1.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Rodriguez under it. 2 down. Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson, grounded out his first time up.
Olson.
And that one hammered, carrying well, going, gone. So 2 down. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. In there for strike 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Two down, nobody on. In the dirt, and 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. And here is Josh Young. Foul ball. And the 0-1.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
A 1-1. That's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Baldwin gets out of the way. That's ball 1. Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luis Angel Acuna. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Ball.
Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Luis Arraez stands in. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single.
No, that's inside.
Line drive. That's a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Now, Brendan Donovan. Donovan in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 2 away. Now at the plate, Cal Raleigh. He's 0 for 1. Arraez off of first with 2 away.
Nope. Ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
That's a ball.
Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. New inning getting started. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Jordan Beck. In the air, right field. Robles on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
That's a ball.
To the right side, Holiday. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for Atlanta.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Digging in, it's Speedy
McCarthy.
outfielder Jake McCarthy, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup.
That's a ball.
And a count even 1-1. Strike on the inside corner.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Here's the tag, and he's out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Back at T-Mobile Park, so now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And that one is out of here. 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Doubled his first time. Popped up. Young settles underneath it. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit. It up.
Robles now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That's to third, Young. Third out, and that ends the frame. All set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Elly De La Cruz. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Top of the order speedster. You'd really like to see him work his way on. He can get around the bases in a hurry, but a little too aggressive, maybe a little anxious.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Got him swinging. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Acuna punches one foul right side. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any.
Acuna runs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Takes it in for the out. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. He's already homered in this game. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Headed for the plate. In to score from first. And they lead by 2.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Young in the box now. Takes strike 1.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
In the air to left center. Should be extra bases. And that is that.
You see, that's fake. Believe, that's all you need.
Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Jackson Holliday. On the ground, right side, Albies sends it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Stepping in, Luis Angel Acuna. Grounded out his first time up.
Nope, ball.
The Mariners trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. And a big swing and a miss. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And the slider
that's
just
outside.
misses.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
The
And there are 2 down.
Designated hitter.
Back to the top of the order now. Luis Arias up next for the Mariners. He's 2 for 2. Check swing and he went 0-1. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Tapped up the first base side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park, top 6. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Out to short, Acuna. In plenty of time to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Jordan Beck will hit next. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 away. Now it's going to be Michael Harris II. Has grounded out a couple of times.
No, that's out.
Just
Ball.
missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Here's a 1-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked. But that's a good approach, paying off.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. And that is out of play.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
Over to Albies. On to Olsen. That's 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. McCarthy should have this one. And that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Jake McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Elly De La Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 3.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Late on that fastball.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Out to short, De La Cruz. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Dalton Varsho up next for the Mariners.
Number 5, Dalton Varsho.
New pitcher for the Braves, number 70.
No, that's it.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. 2 away. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Victor Robles.
Popped up. Acuna pulls it in on the run. For the top of the 8th, now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. New pitcher for the Mariners, Yuki Matsui.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. The guy at the
Ball
plate
outside.
could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
On the ground, first out in the top of the 8th. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Slider right there.
Ball.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Up the middle, Holiday. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for
2
Atlanta,
outs, base
the
is
third
empty.
baseman, number
Josh
6,
Young next up for the Braves.
Young.
Ball.
That one in there across the letters.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next one in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back in Seattle, out of the bottom of the 8th, Jackson Holiday digs in now. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Angel Martinez. This one in the air, center field. Harris on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Acuna in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1.
Ha!
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back. Grabs it right up against the wall. Back to the top of the order. Luis Arraez up next for the Mariners. Lifted in the air down the left side. McCarthy drifts towards it, and that's the inning. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. In the air, out towards left center. And there's one away. Jordan Beck now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 fly out. To the strikeout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Carlos Vargas.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Zach McKinstry. Looking to start something with 1 gone. McKinstry in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
No, that's low. Ball. No, that missed. That's a ball.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Right side. Slinging it to first in time. Michael Harris the second. The next to hit.
Michael Harris the second.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Ball 1 there. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom 9. Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
There's a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Mariners.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
From the leadoff.
Griffin Jax comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That one lifted to left. McCarthy has a beat on it. 1 down. One out man at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Up the middle, Albies to Elliott, second for 1. The double play ends it right here. Schwellenbach with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good.
It's true that they
Don't listen, feel the sound.
And King Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon. And all the people in the land came to the king's side cheering, "Hooray! The sun has come out!" And the king began to
I guess another day's begun.